going to do an exercise standing up with the ankle weights still on. In fact, we're going to do 4 exercises with standing up with the ankle weights. So the first one that we're going to do is stand with our hands on our support if you need to, and you're just going to lift your leg or your foot to the back and then lower, so that the bottom part of your leg is parallel to the floor, lifting and lowering. So you want to stand as tall as you can, nice tight tummy, shoulders back and down, chins parallel to the floor, tucked in, and it's very slow and controlled, breathing freely all the time. And remember, any shakes, if your muscles start shaking, that's a sign that you've done enough and you need to stop and have a rest. So then, holding on as you need to, going to lift to the back and slowly back down, and then the other leg. So your knee stays pointing to the floor, your foot comes up to the back until your leg is parallel to the floor. Slowly up and slowly down. Second side, and resting. And the first side. This is going to help strengthen muscles that protect your knee joint. Lifting and lowering. And lifting and lower. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. Lifting and lowering. Few more. Lifting and lowering and lifting and lower and lift and lower. Nice, slow and controlled up, slow and controlled back down, and lifting and lowering, lifting and lower. 2 more each side, lifting and lowering. Second side, and lower, and the last one each side, lifting and lowering and lifting and lowering. Excellent job, well done everyone. Now we're going to do some exercises, 3 exercises, keeping the legs straight this time. So first of all, you can hold on to your support with one hand. If you've got support each side, hold on each side. So whichever way is best for you. Hold on tight if you need to. So what we're going to do is take one leg, keeping it straight. We're going up to the front and back down, nice, slow and controlled. And the other leg, slowly up and slowly down. So make sure you're tall as you can, slowly up and down, and the other leg, breathing freely all the time, and resting. First side, and down, and the second side, and rest, and the first side, and rest, and the second, and resting, and the first side, and rest, and the second, and resting. We keep going, slow and controlled. Now you might ache a bit if you've not done this before. Now aching is okay, but pain is not. So if If it's painful, you need to stop, but if it's just aching, then that's fine. It's just showing that your muscles are doing something they're not used to doing. And that's the way we strengthen them. So lifting to the front and lower, and lifting and lowering. 2 more each side. Lifting and lower. Second side and lower. Last one each side and lower, and the second and lower. Excellent. Now we're going to work the muscles to the sides of our legs. So when you're doing this one, again we're keeping our legs straight. We're going to lead with our ankle, so it almost feels as though you're turning your toe in, so you're pigeon-toed. So you don't want your toe point in the way to go, you want your ankle point in the way to go. And the way we do this is to take your leg out to the side. Keep your toes pointing forward and rest. So it's slow and controlled again, and then the other side. So we do alternate sides to give our hips a bit of a rest. Otherwise, if you stand on one leg and do all of them in one go, with one leg, then it can make your hips ache quite a lot. So just doing alternate sides, slow and controlled up, slow and controlled back down, slowly up and slowly down. We'll just keep going, a bit like a pendulum. And down. Keep thinking about your leading with your ankle and not holding your breath, so breathing freely all the time. And down and up and down. Up we go. And rest and up and rest. We're going up and rest and lifting and resting. Lift and rest and lift and rest. Just 2 more each side. Lifting and resting. Second side and rest. Last one each side. Second side. Excellent, well done. That one does cause a bit of aching sometimes in your hips. As I said before, aching is okay, pain is not. So long as it's not causing you any pain. Now, tall as you can, I'm going to do the muscles at the back of our legs next. So whereas we bent the knee last time, this time we're keeping the legs straight. So you're holding on to your support as you need to, and you're just going to take your foot up off the floor and rest. It doesn't go very high, so squeezing your bottom tight and resting. So taking the leg back and rest and back and rest. So make sure you're tall as you possibly can. Make sure you keep breathing, lifting that leg and resting and lifting and resting and lifting and rest, lift and rest and lift rest. So you should really feel it working your bottom. Lifting and resting. Shouldn't feel any pain in your back at all. So if it is causing you any twinges or pain in your back, then please do stop. Lifting and resting. And lift and rest. Lift and rest. Two more each side, lifting and resting and lifting and resting. Last one each side, lifting and resting and lifting and resting. Brilliant. Well done, everyone.